Alright guys, it's the Oklahoman. I am playing Sooner Magic. Hope you can see the shirt. We are getting ready to run a summer blockbuster. So you can run this yourself if you set up a team, go into LFG, and we're going to queue for the summer blockbuster event. There's two different parts to this. But you only need 4 people to run it, so it's real easy to kind of get a team together and go. A little more difficult to get a good team together because you can certainly not have enough damage on the team to kind of get through it. But this is the summer blockbuster. This was a special event that they put in before live, on live. You usually start out in Theater 1, which is over here on your left. Doesn't mean that that is always the case. But what you're going to do is select a role. And usually people will call out what they're going to get. I'm going to get Thief. If you've never run this before, I recommend Thief. It's pretty simple. They're all really pretty simple and straightforward, but this one I think is especially easier for people who are doing it for the first time. And so you just click on the poster and then afterwards go into Theater 1. And you're going to be in this warehouse, and so you're just going to start here. This is really just kind of a gathering point right now, so until we kind of get everybody in. Okay, so here we go. The game will then kind of explain the movie that you're in and what some of the different roles are. So if you pay attention to this, it's going to tell you everything that you need to do as part of this for your specific role. So for instance, it is going to say right here, the thief. I chose the thief. Came in here to look for some vital items, and so here I am as the thief. This is 1 hour earlier. I've snuck in, and you see all the glowies. Real simple. Click on all the glowies. You'll see your entire team's progress kind of over here. You can see I found 1 item out of the 4 that I need already. Just keep clicking glowies. You'll notice some of the other people are already done with theirs. So I've got 2 of them now that I need. I'm going to go to work on the desk here. Oh, there was 3. So there's 1 more item out here somewhere that I need to get. And you just keep clicking. Still at 3, so it's going to be over here. You know, there's a joke about, well, it was in the last place that I looked for it, and the joke is, well, of course, after you found it, you stopped looking. So such is going to be the case here. It looks like in the very last spot that this could possibly be. There we go. Okay, so now we go back to the warehouse. And we've got some fights that we got to get through here. You're probably going to want to go to the southwest corner is what I'm told. Here I am way up here in the wrong place. So, but we have got to defeat 20 of these goons right now that have showed up to fight us. Shout out to the other people running this with me right now. Tumult Jarin, Chaos Storm, and Babushka. Okay, so after you kill those 20, now like I say, they always come out in the southwest corner here. Now, here's our first kind of big fight. We've got this Sylvia Rexon that we need to fight. And so we'll just all go to work on her. It's just Got to look at your teammates. If you have any healing powers, try and keep them upright. If you do die, you're just going to go back out into that lobby that we were in earlier, and you'll be able to come right back in. So it's not like a long trip to the hospital or something. You can see we're kind of making progress here. I do have a buff I think I'm going to put on a spirit ward. I just seen that Tumult there has been taking a little bit of damage. That spirit ward gives them some temporary hit points. Okay, Sylvia has fallen. So now we go on to the second part of this first part of the movie. And so here again, it's going to explain to us everything that the different roles need to do for this part. For the thief right here, this vent, it's not immediately obvious when you go in here, but that vent is what you're going to be looking for. I may try and do videos for the other parts later so that you know how each of those work. But if it's your first time in, like I say, I'd go with the thief. So yeah, here we are in this room, and it's not immediately obvious, but you do need to turn around and come back to this vent. Click on that, you'll go through it, and now you are in a hallway where we need to navigate all these laser beams. The pattern is the same every time you run this. Bottom line here, don't really want to hit any of the beams. So, but once you know the pattern, it's easy to kind of get through. You get here to the end, and we are waiting to click on this thing. It's going to start glowing for us as soon as one of our teammates finishes up their stuff. There we go. So we'll click on that, access the vault. I'm done. So now we will, we're waiting on one other person to turn off a security camera. Once they do, we'll go back to the warehouse that we were in first. These, you can see the maps where the other people are, and it's probably in here. It's real easy to get into a fight there, and then you have to kind of work around that. Okay, so here we go. Got another round of fights coming. Here are these guys. Again, we need to take out 20 of them. And they will appear kind of all around and then regenerate right here. I think most people like to come to this southwest corner and just kind of hang out and deal with what shows up here, because this is where the AV is going to pop up. Now, this battle, just a heads up, we've got 2 AVs back to back that we're going to fight. These can be really long fights if you don't have a lot of damage. Okay, so here's our first one. Jimmy. And we can see, I don't have healing or anything, but I can give you a little extra to work with there. Hopefully that helps. And just keep throwing damage on him. He's tough. Again, it's going to scale you back on levels, so you have to be at least level 15 to do this. Okay, so Jimmy's down, and now we've got Mr. Dubois, and we'll go to work on him. And who's throwing all the stuff around here? That is Chaos back there, throwing all the boxes and stuff around with Propel. Let me get out of the way here just a little bit, get in her way, it looks like. You can get these at the pay-to-win vendor. Just guys to tag along and buff you in different ways. So Tumult here is saying that after we get done with this fight, we're going to go back to that to the theater area, and they're wanting to get some inspirations. Okay, so he's down. You can get inspirations from these guys behind the bar here. Just go up there; they'll sell you inspirations, and you can get whatever you might need there. So it is kind of good practice to hold up at this point before you go into Theater 2, just to let everybody get everything. This next part is a lot of fighting, and you probably want to have everything set up. Alright, looks like everybody's ready. In we go. Another cutscene. So this is a different movie. This one is the Colosseum, and we are going to be pitted against different things trying to kill us. The person who comes out here, I think that's random. I don't think there's anything you can do to change who comes out there. But here's who we're going to be facing right off the bat. Pretty gnarly. All right. So there they are down there. And these are tough fights, no doubt. I'm going to focus on him. The angels will go away. They will stand down if we can take him out. You can see I am currently suffering a lot of damage, though, for running straight in here as though I were a tank. That is a common problem that I have. So I do have a power here to heal myself, and in 5 minutes I can do it again, so hopefully I can hold out until then. Let's see if we can give Tumult there a little extra help. Okay, notice he's about to go down here. And when he does, see the angels took a knee, so they are done. Okay, this is kind of fun what's coming up. We're going to have a bunch of ninjas kind of come in from the different grates around the place. This is basically a kill as many ninjas as you can quickly. So AoE is good if you can use that. They're just going to keep reappearing. They will drain your speed, and so just keep going. There's not really a timer on this, but again, you want to try and get as many as you can. Tumult Jarin, is that a Mandalorian reference? Costume looks very Mandalorian-like. Okay, so we have beaten the ninjas. Let me get rid of the map. I always have the map up. I don't need the map up that much. So now, you got a few seconds here if you need to rest, get the hit points back up, endurance and whatever. But here comes Frank. Frank's got dogs. And now I haven't really talked a lot about badges. There are badges at different points in here that you can earn. I'm not real concerned about that right at the moment. If you are a badge collector and you need some badges from this, just talk with your team leader. I'm sure they can help you with that. We're going to keep on after this guy. He is almost down. There he goes. Okay. And the dogs go with him if the dogs haven't already been killed. Okay. Now it's time for monkeys. Let me get my bearings straight here. Here we go. And there's just going to be monkeys out the wazoo. And much like with the ninjas, this is destroy as many as you can. Something I haven't seen pop up yet, you might get a temp power added to your trays over here that will let you incite the crowd, basically get a boost. You can see that number kind of being tracked up here. I haven't seen it yet from me. Maybe other people have gotten that. Babushka. Let's see if I can help out Babushka. Or is that Babushka? I did take a little bit of Russian, so I know the difference between Babushka and Babushka. All right. Apocalypse and Armageddon. We're just going to go after them. Again, this part of it is just fight, 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 fight. Get a break whenever you can. Use AoE whenever possible. Anticipate dying. Okay, oh, here's that temp power. So it just showed up in my tray, and it says incite the crowd. So I'm going to do that. I think that's going to give us just an overall boost to the team. Regardless, you want to take advantage of that when it shows up. My endurance is suffering. These guys are a lot of work. And I'm stunned. You can see I'm inspired up there. So that's got to be working for me. Oh, I switched targets somewhere in through here. Okay. I didn't realize I was already onto him, but he shows up at some point there. I think once one goes down, he shows up. Okay, so Armageddon's gone. Apocalypse is gone. And I think we've hit all the things we need for the champion, the God champion, to appear. Since we're still in here. Nope. Okay, we didn't. So afterwards you get a selection of rewards. You can either get some reward merits. If you have inspiration slots open, you can get that. I would recommend getting the Overwhelming Force. It's a special. We can click exit and get out of here. It's a special enhancement that you can use, and there's a series of them, a set of them that you can apply to your character. Oh, go KSU. Boo. Okay. Okay. So as far as the enhancements, those are some others I'm hanging on to right now. But here is the Overwhelming Force one that I got. Accuracy damage. It's a random thing. You can use converters, of course, to kind of move that around if you want. But I sold some things. Okay, but let's put him on the market and just kind of look. Looks like there's 20 for sale right now. And these right now are going from anywhere between 9 up to 25 million. So that's pretty quick work, or a lot of money for pretty quick work. Plus, you picked up some other SOs along the way, single origin here, plus potentially other stuff. So summer Blockbuster, great way. Once you hit about 15, you've done the Death from Below over and over again. You want to try something a little bit different. Maybe you're trying to build up some influence. I would say look at something like this. You can run it yourself. Again, you just need 4 people. Put a message out on looking for group and see if you can't get 3 other people to join you. It's a pretty low bar. And then go in and run it just like you saw here. So have fun out there, guys.